Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. I hope you're having a great day so far this Sunday morning or afternoon, or possibly the next day, Monday. So, hey, lots been going on. I haven't been feeling well. My sleeping's been kind of off. I'm hungry. I'm not hungry. I get up early. I take a nap. I'm up all night. It's crazy. But anyway, I have been spending a lot of time watching everybody's channels as much as I can and supporting, writing some community posts, and taking a break. But today I want to talk about a few things. I hope everybody's doing well. And welcome to the channel. Good afternoon, Sir Crepidus. Good to see you. All right. So, a couple things really quick. Canada yesterday had a protest at their Toronto org. That was a barbecue event. And let me tell you something. My voice is more deep than it already is because I was screaming and rooting for them. They did a heck of a job out there. They were really getting on point. They were getting the message out. They had banners, they had singing, they had conversations, they had flyers. They really did a great job. On a sad note, if you've ever watched 90210, Shannon Doherty, she had been struggling with cancer for quite some time. And even though her character on that show was kind of bitchy, it's unfortunate she passed away. And one of my old time favorites is Richard Simmons. I mean, I'm old, but I can remember when he did Sweat into the Oldies and Deal a Meal Plan. And I was like, back then we used words that aren't appropriate now, but I still like the guy. He was just such a sweetheart and a hero to so many people who were struggling with weight, whether it was thyroid or overeating or whatnot. Just a real nice guy all the way around. And then also, whether you like him or not, all right, it's still a human being. Um, the attempted assassination on Trump. When they said "lend me your ear," I was like, "Damn, they took that literally. What the hell? Lend me your ear?" or is that like a new way of piercing an ear from long distance? I couldn't believe it. Again, people, this is a human being, but I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that hasn't happened since the '80s, so it was really crazy to see. I kept putting it back in slow motion, and I don't know if it was just me or what, but there was I didn't hear like any bullet whiz by. I mean, I'm not dumb. I know, that's live where they're at in Pensy, and I'm watching it on the TV. However, creatively, I guess through the news or maybe they upped the sound in the studio, you could hear something, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Anyway, so the attempt was there, but thank God, close but no cigar. And then, of course, the beautiful celebration of life for Tony. Friends, family, supporters, everybody was out there. For me personally, I didn't want to really watch anything except timing is everything. I got to see Natalie's sister Lana do the hula dance, and my heart was warm. It brought me to tears. There's something about hula that translates, even if you don't understand what the movements mean. But if you don't know what hula is, every movement that they do is a a sign. It signifies something, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And to those that enjoy it, you might remember they did that on the Brady Bunch when they went to Hawaii. So anyway, hey Cinderella, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. All right. So let's see. I had been focusing on this for a while. Back in March, actually, when I was helping people uh, that were protesting Scientology and others as well. But what I want to discuss is Scientology name changes. Okay, and there's unfortunately many different reasons. Uh, Again, I'm a never in, I'm a no expert, but I have been a supporter since the 80s, and I've watched so many people talk about it, ex Scientologists, and learning from them. So, one reason that there are name changes is due to marriage. So, if you've heard the ex Scientologist community talk about it, when they're in the Sea Org, that's the only way they could live together. There's no 2D flowing. There's no boyfriend and girlfriend unless you slip in a hallway or somewhere for a little hanky panky. But otherwise, you can't get your own private room unless you're married. Sometimes Scientology. Uh, this is this is my point of view. It's not a fact, but I might be onto it. I might be correct. Um, Changing the names of Scientologists for legal documents. In other words, trafficking, taking them over from other countries and having them sign that billion-year contract, helping them legalize. I know there's some kind of visa that deals with the religious aspect, but say that person has had problems in their own country and they're trying to get over here. Um, things can be done. I mean, the FBI does it, right? When you have, what are they called? Sir Crepitus, help me out. When witness protection. I didn't need your help. Thanks anyway. Witness protection. They changed names, to protect the people. So, and I'm sure there are many other things, but those are the three I came up with. Scientology name changes for marriage, trafficking, and changing documents to help out. All right. So what I want to do is I want to share this with you. So bear with me, okay? I'm going to share this with you. Let's see. Let me go back. Here we go. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you here is Karen Bass. Now, for purposes that are obvious, I don't go to Reddit. No offense if you do Reddit. It's just, you know, I don't do it, but I'm not gonna lie. I do like lurk in there a little bit just to see what's up. It's kind of like a soap opera, if you will, just a different type. So getting back to it, here we go. Now I want to point this out to you, right? I mentioned name changes. Ruth Karen Bass, born October 3rd, 1953. All right. Now I didn't put the link in the description. I forgot to do that, so that's my bad. But it's okay. I mean, you guys are really smart. You're intelligent people. You can, get a glimpse of it. But I want to scroll down to a couple of things here. Okay. Bass was born in Los Angeles, California, the daughter of Wilhelmina, née Duckett, and DeWitt Talmadge Bass. Her father was a postal letter carrier and her mother was a homemaker. She was raised in the Venice and Fairfax neighborhoods of Los Angeles and graduated from the Alexander Hamilton High School in 1971. All right. Just a little bit. I'm not going to get into full detail because I don't want to bore you guys and then you click off. So let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Personal life. Perfect. Okay. Now this is where it gets juicy. And I mean, juicy, you could gossip all you want, but juicy, like, let's get into it, right? Let's go. From 1980, all right, to 1986, Bass was married to Jesus Lechunga. Following their divorce, Bass and Lechunga jointly raised their daughter and her siblings. Bass's four stepchildren, Cynthia, Omar, Yvette, and I believe that's Olin. Her daughter, Amelia Bass Lechunga, and son-in-law Michael Wright were killed in a car crash in 2006, which is pretty sad. You know, I've never had a child, but I've always heard, you know, the parent, and it's kind of, common sense. It's a given, if you will. You're not supposed to go after your child, you're supposed to go before your child. But here's where I wanted to get this taken care of. So check this out. Scientology name changes, right? Okay. So let's take a look over here. Wait a minute. I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on a second. Present. Share screen. Okay. Can't bounce. I did that one. Okay. Okay. So what I want to share here, right? Now, Karen Bass, if we look into Scientology, there's no matches. Now, Scientology is pretty tricky. All right. Sometimes you have to type in a full name, last name, first name, whatever. It doesn't always work. Now, if you remember, I said from 1980 to 1986, Karen Bass was married to Jesus Lechunga. All right. So Jesus Lechunga, I'm going to put in the search data. And there's no Jesus Lechunga. All right. Third time a charm. Emilia Bass Lechunga was her daughter, right? So let's try this one. Nothing, right? Absolutely nothing. So I said, all right, let's do a little name change. Let's do a little name play. All right. Let me go over here. Let me go here. Let's see here. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. My bad. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Early life. Let me go back in here. All right. All right, skip it. I'll get back to it. Remind me, guys. Remind me in the chat. Okay, so when I took the names Wright and Bass, okay, check this out. The only one, I'll go back so you see what I'm talking about. I took the two names of her daughter, right, and Karen Bass's. So let me go back and just look because I don't want you to let's see. Okay, so the daughter Amelia Bass Lachunga and the son Michael Wright. Okay. However, there is a part in the Wikipedia where you could find it. Yeah, no, stop clicking the wrong thing. You got it. Okay. It's sorry. Okay, so there's only one right bass. Okay. Now, just FYI. When I did the helping, contributing on certain things before I did the YouTube, I was the one that found that window fellow on the Scientology completion list. Okay. That was my dedication and contributing behind the scenes before I even had the YouTube. So I have been contributing for a while. It's all about either people saw their email and didn't pay attention and didn't care, or they didn't get it. But look at this right here. Again, this is the only one. You could do your own research on it, okay? But I just wanted to show you. Now look at these dates, guys. Wright Bass Personal Efficiency Course, 1999. Hubbard Dianetic Seminar, 1999. Marriage Courses, 1999. And the ARC Straight Wire Expanded, 2004. So you remember going back to what I was talking about in her bio, in her bio, all the stuff, what she went through. She went through a lot as a person in general. So again, we'll go back to sharing this correctly on the Wikipedia. All right. From 1980 to 1986, she was married following their divorce. So her divorce, she was married until 1986. And then going into not too much further up the line, and before she did politics, she was, if this is her, she was doing courses. I just found it very interesting. I know it's speculation, okay? I know it's not facts, but to me it kind of tends to make sense to me, because I know the people and the protesters, the community out in California, they've all been wondering the same thing. I mean, it's been said, it's a known fact that Scientology is, LAPD's biggest donors. And, if Karen Bass has not been paying attention, so to speak, maybe this is why. I don't know. What do you guys think? So, to those that are just joining in, welcome. Welcome into the chat, into the channel. Hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Sir Crepitus, I had to run outside to check a suspicious car. Missed a few minutes. Was Karen or her daughter who did Scientology courses? I heard it was possibly her daughter. So that's a great question. I do believe it was her daughter. But at the same time, again, I don't have proof, but I do believe it was the daughter. And with that being said, kids can't consent. So I'm sure one way or another, Karen Bass either was involved behind the scenes or possibly did some introductory courses. But again, when I did those single name searches into the Scientology completion list, and this was, like I said, a long time ago, with all the stuff that's been going on, at least it seems a long time ago, but it very well is either her daughter or her, but I do believe it's the daughter, because she took two names. Now, a lot of times in foreign countries, they take the mother's last name and the father's last name, which is also convenient for altering documents. as well as Scientology. It's like I'm not making fun of it by any way, shape, or form, but it's like pick a name. You know, I knew somebody back in the day, and his name was Carlos Leon uh, Mora, and so he had some issues, and you know, he had a couple names to juggle around. But Sir Crepitus, you make a good point. Either way, it's a conflict of interest for Karen. Exactly. And that is what I'm thinking. It's like, you know, everybody's been asking that, I've seen in the videos and stuff and addressing it. However, unless I miss something, I haven't heard anything further of anybody looking into it. I am not from California. I've only been there a couple times, and that was years and years ago, back in the day. But the Scientology over, in other areas, uh, it's just, again, this is why I say, give me something to do. If you need help with something, let me look, let me see. But when Wendell pulled that crap, if you guys remember, down on Fountain Avenue by Big Blue, and he was camping out doing his thing, I looked at all that right away, and I believe it was Hollywood Aja. I mean, I'm sure there were many people there. It's not just her, but it just clicked in my head that when he was having that like little yard sale right there on Fountain Avenue and had that manila envelope with his name on it, right away I wrote it down. And after I watched, I looked into it, and he was the only Wendell on there, the only one on the list. And the other name that was above it was not the same. It was just the first name and the last name. That was the only one on the whole list. So anyway, there you go. But I just thought it was just interesting, so I thought I'd share that. You know, it's not like the telephone book where it's like Joan Crawford, and there might be like 30 Joan Crawfords. But the name switches, you have to actually, when it comes to the Scientology completion list, you have to, if you know the names, you have to shuffle them around for the pieces to fit. So, you guys out there in LA, you might want to, you know, check into that. See what's going on. Maybe put a little bit more pressure on her and, do it in a professional manner. Set up a meeting, go talk to her. But when it comes to Scientology, guys, one thing that maybe I have not said enough of, and it's my fault for not doing so. When you're protesting or writing letters or talking to the government, freedom of religion is a right. But don't forget, that's what they want you to fight about. Oh, we're protected, freedom of religion. Sexual assault, rape, physical abuse, violence, elderly abuse, those are not protected under freedom of religion. You have to keep your mind focused, as I'm speaking for myself as well. On those things, you have to keep focused. Facts and feelings, right? Facts and feelings. They're both important. But how you feel about something may be valid, but it's not going to help you when it comes to displaying or stating the facts, if you will. If you watch, TV shows with lawyers and stuff, well, that I feel that he wasn't in his right mind, or I felt that she was leading him on, blah blah blah. Yeah, well, you know what? You can wish in one hand, shit in the other. Wishes may or may not come true. Shit in the other, that's a fact. It can happen, and you could do it. Maybe not the best analogy, but you know what I'm saying? It's just insane. Um, but that is not under the Freedom of Religion Act. No matter how much they twist it. Oh, we could audit the gay out of you. We could do this. We could do that. Well, I call bullshit. I definitely call bullshit. And just like Sir Crepidus said, either way, it's a conflict of interest for Karen. So, guys, if you want to take a new angle to it, oh, sorry, if you want to take a new angle to it, have at it. Give it a go. Certain rumors that when it comes to Scientology, we don't want to believe rumors, but we don't want to omit them either. It's like that old adage: pick your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely. Well, same thing goes for rumors. I don't recall with Scientology if it's a truth, and a lie, or vice versa. If Sir Crepidus, if you could help me, if you would know, or Cinderella or anybody in the chat, I would greatly appreciate that. But I think you get the general idea of it. There's even a game adults play on the Real Housewives. Two truths and a lie, or two lies and a truth, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So don't jump to conclusions, but don't, ignore it either. I really think, guys, that every aspect of the people in the anti-Scientology world, everybody plays a part. And to those that think, like, say, for example, what I'm doing, to be fair, to speak about myself, if you think I'm helping, whether it's a live I'm doing or a community post, and it's helping you, or helping you in another way, then great. But if not, that's okay too. Oh, the question. Okay, so thank you. So the question was, what's that game Scientology plays? It's like they teach you in Scientology: a truth, and a lie, or is it a lie, and a truth? I know it's always attack, never defend, but in regards to what I was talking about. Or is there no such thing? Am I just pulling that out of my ass? Am I getting old and crazy? Old and crazy, old and stupid, or all the above? Hey guys, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. But yeah, definitely. No problem. No problem. I do believe I'm correct. I may not be stating it correctly, but I definitely feel that's it. Um, but either way, we all know all the lies that Scientology tells, right? They tell you the sky is blue, and you got to look up just to make sure. But that's us. See, for them, if they're inside during course and they're locked in, or they're on the cans, and they don't have a window view, or they can't see too good, if they tell you the sky is purple with yellow stripes, you better believe it, you know. So I don't know. Um, I just, if we had all the answers, life would be so easy. But it's bad enough what happens with Scientology, and the secrets and the lies and the bullshit. I it's like a dog on a bone. I just want them to be called out so bad, and not have to wait 10 years for results. It's like, damn it, this person was raped, this person was sexually assaulted, this old person that has been in Scientology for 45, 50 years, they were thrown into the old folks home that's controlled and monitored by Scientology and security, and left there. I don't know if you all know of Mike Brown. God bless him. He was able to rescue and get his mother, Rosemary Chikwa, escaped out of that shithole that she was left to die in. And it was a blessing. You know, Mike had given his mom Rosemary a tablet or some kind of thing, and for her to look up all kinds of stuff, whatever she wanted, and she saw the truth, and he got her out in the nick of time, and God bless her. She, from what I've seen on Mike Brown on YouTube, his videos, she's doing well, and she's much healthier than she was, and that's a good kid. I mean, come on. In the outside world, we congratulate somebody being married 45, 50 years, and it's a happy thing. But when it comes to what the Scientology elderly people go through, they dedicate all their lives to this. Maybe they've, uh, shunned away their family and their friends for Scientology, definitely their money, their their freedom to think, all these things. Does it not click even 1 second in their head towards the end? It's like, what am I doing in this rat hole? I did so much to get to the OT levels and to help clear the planet. And it's kind of like a bad relationship. Maybe they're starting to think, wow, did I do something wrong? What did I do? With their words, what did I do to pull this in? I myself, maybe I'm not such a good Scientologist after all. Are you kidding me? After all these years that they put in, and they're left there to rot, and God knows what's going through their head. They're an individual just like us, but because they've been messed with so much in their head, I'm assuming that they think, what did I do to pull this in? What did I do? What did I do so wrong? I failed to help clear the planet. I failed to recruit people. I failed Source. I failed the midget Davey Mismanage. Not the YouTuber. I I like the name. I'm not talking about him. I love Davey Mismanage. He's a great guy, but I'm talking about Mismanage. I love that name because he mismanages all the shit. He really does. He's just a god awful little bastard. And no matter how much he puts lifts on them shoes, he don't stand tall. Because a real man that stands tall will come out of the dark into the light. And I hope to God his day will come. I hope to God it will. If there is a God, I'm not trying to push no religion in, but I'm just saying I speak freely. I really don't give a damn. That's just the way I am. I'm blunt. I can't apologize for being me. All right, so let me go into here. So we already were so wonderfully blessed with Cinderella and Sir Crepidus. Let's see who else joined us today. Good afternoon, LANTO. I was just talking about you, how you guys were rocking it out in Canada, kicking ass, taking names, passing out flyers, having conversations. Guys, let's throw some hearts in the chat for Canada for yesterday. They really was a team effort. They all showed up and they all did a fantastic job. There was singing, there was chalk art, there were big nice banners, there were honks, there were boobies, there were booties. Hey Pup Groomer, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm getting my voice back. Oh my god. Excuse me. So, anybody want to share what's up? What they do today? Anything exciting? Anything fun? Is it a chilly Sunday? Is it a errands kind of day? Is it a honey-do list? What's up? Smart ass. Holy crap, you're too funny. But yeah, Sir Crepidus, the the only thing I partook in on the viewing was like I said, perfect timing. The hula that Lana did was just So beautiful. Again, it warmed my heart and I cried like a little baby. It was just beautiful. It's like the art of this is the way I kind of translate it. It's like the art of sign language in dance, expressive dance with sign language, because that's every movement that they make with their hands or their body is a word. Is It's a meaning. Yeah, buddy. Honeydews and a nap. I slept like crap on my first night with the CPAP. Oh damn. Sorry about that. Hey CJ, welcome in. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to my channel. Good to see you. I sat through the whole thing. I felt Tony's beautiful spirit everywhere. Yeah. Like I said, it's not that I just I myself was having a rough day with my Crohn's disease, and it's been like that for the past 3 or 4 days. You know, I've said it before. It doesn't matter what I eat or drink or don't eat or drink. It just hits you like a ton of bricks. You can't leave the house. At least for me, I'll speak for myself. It's crippling. It's really crippling. And the past few nights is weird. I'll get up, I'll do a couple of things, and then all of a sudden I feel like my body crashes and I'm tired as hell. I'm just so tired. I lay down and take a 3 4 hour nap, and that's not my thing. Like I've taken naps before, but I feel so drained. And then when I get up, I act a fool. I go on people's channels and just start laughing my ass off at my own stupid jokes. Pup groomer, it's hot, so I'm staying inside. The kids and I are working on getting things out of the way from the room, Stitch, but my body is just about done with all of it. Yeah. I'll tell you what, taking a couple of water bottles and putting them in the freezer does the body good. I don't know if you've ever tried that, but you put like maybe on one behind your neck or under your chin or under your arms or something. It's hot as hell. I mean, imagine waking up at 6 a.m. and it's 90 degrees. What the hell? Mother Nature's she's really telling us, letting us know something. Oh, man. So for me today, I just did, if anything, a couple of things. I just vacuumed, stupid shit. Vacuumed, picked up dog poop. Oh, and storm season, for any out there that are animal lovers, pet lovers, um, I empathize and sympathize with you a lot. It is so terrifying to see them shake and hide in the closet. Or I had my first border collie, and I'll never forget one day I was at work. This was a long time ago, and I came home and freaked out where she's at, and I couldn't find her. She got locked in a bathroom, and there was blood all over the place, and she had torn the door apart from the inside. I was like, "What the poor thing?" I cried so bad. I felt so bad for her. So I cleaned her up. I got the wood off the floor, and then just cuddled her. It sucks. What? 120? I will cook. We'll cook for me. Yeah, buddy. It is hot everywhere, definitely. Yeah, Bellamy, God rest her soul. I lost her after my birthday and before Father's Day. Um, back in 2015. Uh, no, yeah. Wait a minute. Two. I got Bellamy. I don't want to think about it. I'll start crying again. Jesus. Been lucky so far where I live. I don't think it has gotten over 91 here yet. but it's almost August, so we shall see. Now, let me ask you something. Where you guys live at? Okay, I understand like if you live at higher altitudes, it could be cooler and whatnot, but it's still beyond me. So like I'll see Pup Groomer, God love her, in her videos, and I'll see all of you wonderful people out there, either on a live or a replay, and but it just I don't understand people in the heat wearing wearing sweatpants or sweatshirts. How if I wore that, I would drop dead. It's so hot. It's like jungle hot. Sweating your balls hot. It's hot. Your titties are so hot that they're crying. Please help me. It's hot. The the baby powder don't do any good. It's bullshit. It's a myth. It's a lie. All it does is get in the way. Holy smokes. Oh god. Well, anyway, listen, to all of you that are here, I really appreciate you for being here. You're all great, and I can't thank you enough for the support. Um, if you would like to, don't forget to like and subscribe, please, and thank you. If you would like to make any donations, they're always appreciated. There's my Cash App and my PayPal. Um, I do need help. Not gonna lie, I do need help. I got a prescription, okay, and it's for the what you call it, pup groomer. You'll probably know. I mean, I'm not singling you out, but you are the this is like your field, I guess, knowing with grooming. I mean, after a dog has a fit from a storm, let me get my glasses on. Tra, tra, Trazodone. It's an anti-anxiety medicine. Um, I was lucky enough to get this prescription, and he was really nice. He gave me up to 6 refills because sometimes doctors will just give you one, and then after it's empty, you got to come back. And I haven't experienced this in years, so I don't know. Um, it's been a long time, but I don't like giving dogs medicine like that personally, but at the same time, if you didn't know, you will now. When you give a dog a Benadryl, okay, in your mind, like I said, I don't like drugging my pets, my children. But if you didn't know, that just makes them sleepy. And I thought for the longest time, I'm guilty of this. I thought I was helping. All it does is make them sleepy. It doesn't do jack shit for their anxiety. That is where the drugs come in. These pills. Pup Groomer says trazodone. Thank you. Spelling. Don't worry about it. It's not school. Commonly used for anxiety and stress. Yes, thank you. Um, so I always appreciate any help I get, and I never expect it. But Mikey is a 15 pound. Uh, what is he? A toy fox terrier. Somebody had died, and before they died, they had said to me, even though we had our ups and downs, they said, if anything ever happens to me, I want you to take care of Mikey. And I said, of course I will. Um, sometimes I love the animals more than I love human beings. So SJ says, yeah, I don't know how Jess and Streets do it. LOL. I don't either. It's hot as hell. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm definitely not made for the heat. Even when I was skinny, I didn't tolerate it well. Me neither. Nope. I saw a short of an old lady on a rocking chair saying she really had to change her life and be better. She said after this last couple days, she knew she couldn't go to hell. That's funny. Um, Pup groomer, that's a really good idea. You could also look into CBD treatment. That's a really great suggestion, and I'm not being a smartass about it. Um, I struggle with a lot of things, not just my Crohn's disease and some other medical issues that I at this time it's nothing against anybody. I just choose not to talk about it. Um, but for me personally, it's a really bad struggle, and I'm not even getting medical treatment. I got denied of disability. Two lawyers will not take my case, and I just filed for an appeal, and I am praying by the grace of God that I get it because I'm so broke I can't even afford to change my mind. I pinch a penny so fucking tight. By the time I'm through, heads and tails are on the same side, and that's not being a smartass. That's no joke. Yeah, Pup Groomer is your knowledge is definitely welcomed and appreciated. And if I had the means, I would definitely look into that. I know a friend of mine, she passed away on Mother's Day a few years ago. She had the marijuana oil and she had a baby eyedropper, and she would do a couple of dabs here and there. She would make dog treats and put it in the mixture. Of course, she had a separate batch for her friends, unless they wanted to eat the dog treats themselves. Oh god, veterinarian scientists are having great success with low dose daily CBD treatments for anxiety. Yeah, I mean, the gummies will bother your tummy, trust me. Cinderella. Oh, you naughty, naughty, naughty. I'm just teasing. But no, I mean, I'm down to try a lot of things, but the way I am, I don't go that route unless I have to. And the thing of it is I know I have to, but I can't even get medical shit for me. And I'm not talking about OT 420. I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking about like, real help. I make it myself. I grew 4 massive plants in my backyard 2 years ago. Sorry, Sir Corruptus, but it's legal here. Oh, and you know what? Lucy, you just screwed yourself out of a visit. You just said, because if he didn't know that, he would have come up there and put those handcuffs on you. You would have been a goner. He would have brought Nasty Nathaniel with him as a co-pilot and come got you. Nasty Nasty Nathaniel. Hold on, I'm gonna mute. Sorry, I was trying to hit the mute button. I was coughing. Nasty Nathaniel may not have made it that time. It's a Canadian border over the way, but he would this time in a vehicle, unless they got his picture at the bridge. Oh my god! So see, Toronto, you guys can have fun too. I bet that sucker was huge. I remember back in the day, the kids they used to like take their seeds and whatnot and go plant them in the woods and shit. And like 3 years later, or not even, they would be like huge plants. All of a sudden, one day, some dumbass took their lit cigarette in the butt and they threw it, and it wound up creating this huge, huge fire. It was huge, and the cops and the fire departments, everybody's going nuts and beep, ding, 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 everything's going nuts. And like, what the hell? And the closer they got, everybody was getting high. Whether you got high or not, you were getting high that day. You were getting high that day. And everybody's like, holy shit. And when the kids realized what was going on, they all freaked out. There was a big fist fight. They all were yelling and cursing at each other, beating the hell out of each other. You burned down our plants, you effers, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man, it was some shit. It was some shit. He changed his tune when he tasted my brownies. I'm not gonna read that out loud. You guys can read that. Yes, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Right on. Right on. Oh. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Oh my god. I can't believe you, lady. All right, kiddies. Well, listen, I really appreciate you being here. Before we go and wrap it up, I hope you have a amazing rest of your Sunday, or if you're in in another part of the world, whether it's Sunday morning or Monday. Thank you. If you're on the replay crew, thank you for being here and checking out the video. You guys, you just never know what life is gonna throw you a curveball or a blessing or anything like that. Um, but you guys are always so kind, and I thank you. And I hope I'm kind to you as well. If there's anything I can do to help you behind the scenes, or if you just want to shoot the shit, let me know. But I hope you all have a blessed day. You guys be good. And if you can't be good at it. You guys take care.